I used to eat sugar every single day. A pastry with my morning coffee, a soda with lunch, chocolate in the evening just to unwind. It didn't feel like much, but over time the cravings grew louder. And I kept giving in. At first, I just felt tired. Then I noticed I couldn't focus. I was irritable, sluggish, and constantly chasing my next sugary fix. It got to a point where I couldn't go more than a few hours without it. One night, I found myself standing in front of the fridge at midnight eating ice cream straight from the container. My brain was foggy, my body was heavy, and I felt powerless. But here's the twist. That night didn't end with shame. It started a change I didn't see coming. If you're the kind of person who's tired of being controlled by cravings, this video is for you. Because over the next 21 days, I quit sugar completely. And what happened shocked me. I needed to understand what sugar was doing to my mind and my body. And more importantly, I needed to know if I could break free. This video is the result of what I discovered. What happened when I finally quit sugar. And the trick that no one talks about, that actually worked. Sugar isn't just in candy. It's hidden in sauces, breads, dressings, and so-called healthy snacks. It's nearly impossible to avoid, because the food industry doesn't want you to. Replace desserts, don't eliminate them. Here's what happens when you eat sugar. Your blood glucose spikes. Your brain gets flooded with dopamine, the same chemical that gets released with drugs like nicotine or even cocaine. You feel good, energized, but then it crashes. And when it crashes, your body panics. Prioritize sleep and manage stress. You get tired, moody, hungry, and your brain says, get more. That's the cycle. Sugar, spike, crash, crave, repeat. This isn't just theory. I looked into studies using brain scans, MRIs that show how sugar lights up the brain's reward system like a Christmas tree. Even institutions like Harvard Health admit it. Sugar can be highly addictive. What shocked me most? It's designed this way. Companies engineer foods to hit your bliss point. A perfect combo of sugar, salt, and fat that maximizes pleasure and minimizes fullness. That's why quitting sugar isn't just about willpower. It's about fighting back against a system that profits from your cravings. But knowledge is power. And understanding this was my first step toward freedom. For a long time, I thought I was eating pretty healthy. I avoided desserts most days. I didn't put sugar in my coffee. But when I started tracking what I actually consumed, it shocked me. One day, I logged every bite. The sauces, the energy bars, the cereal, and the number at the end of the day, 72 grams of sugar. That's 18 teaspoons, nearly triple the daily recommendation. It wasn't just the number, it was how I felt. My stomach felt bloated. My energy dipped hard around 3 p.m. every day. I'd lose focus mid-task. And the worst part? I'd blame myself. Maybe I wasn't sleeping enough. Maybe I was lazy. Maybe it was just getting older. But the truth was simpler. My body was on a blood sugar roller coaster. Every spike brought a crash. Every crash triggered a craving. And I kept feeding it. That night, I made a decision, not a resolution. A decision. I challenged myself 21 days without added sugar. I wanted to see what would happen. Would I feel better? Would I actually be able to do it? So I tracked everything. My meals, my moods, my energy. I even bought a glucose monitor to check how different foods affected me. This wasn't just about quitting sugar. It became about learning how to live without it and finding out what was on the other side. The first few days without sugar were easy, or so I thought. By day 3, the real withdrawal kicked in. I had headaches, I was cranky, tired, and snapping at small things. My brain felt like it was underwater. I'd walk past the pantry and physically feel my body pull toward the snacks. It wasn't hunger, it was habit and addiction. That's when I realized this is bigger than cravings. I started to pay close attention to what triggered me. Boredom, stress, emotional moments. Each time I paused, I drank a glass of water. I went outside for 5 minutes. I told myself, this is temporary. One powerful shift helped me. I stopped saying I can't eat sugar. Instead, I said I don't eat sugar. It's a small change, but it changed my identity. One is restriction, the other is a decision. By day 7, the headaches faded. By day 10, my energy started to even out. I wasn't crashing after lunch. I wasn't obsessing over sweets. The voice in my head got quieter. Was it easy? No, but every single craving I resisted made me stronger. And by the end of that first week, I could see a light ahead. If you're thinking of quitting sugar, don't wing it. You need a plan. Here's what worked for me. My 5-step survival guide. 1. Clear your environment. Remove temptation. That means sauces, cereals, flavored yogurts, protein bars. If it's in your house, you'll eat it. 2. Eat real food. Build meals around protein, healthy fats, fiber, and complex carbs. Think eggs, nuts, avocado, greens, oats. Replace desserts, don't eliminate them. I swapped chocolate for frozen blueberries and almond butter. Simple, sweet, satisfying. Prepare snacks in advance. If hunger hits and you don't have a plan, you'll grab the nearest cookie. I kept boiled eggs, carrots with hummus, and almonds on hand. Prioritize sleep and manage stress. When you're tired or overwhelmed, your body craves sugar. It's not weakness, it's biology. Rest is resistance. These steps weren't about perfection. They were about support. Every time I followed the plan, I stayed on track. Even when I messed up, I came back quicker. And over time, it got easier. In week 2, I came across a tip that completely changed my relationship with food. It's from the book Glucose Revolution by Jesse Inchauspé, and it's beautifully simple. Eat your food in the right order. Start with vegetables, ideally something with fiber like a salad. Then eat your protein and fat. Save the carbs for last. Why does this matter? Because when you start with fiber, it creates a protective barrier in your gut. That slows down the absorption of glucose, meaning no spike, no crash, no craving. I tried it for a week. The difference was obvious. I felt fuller. My energy stayed steady. I stopped thinking about food between meals. This one change made even the occasional carb feel manageable. I could eat rice or potatoes and still feel balanced. Now, every meal starts with a handful of greens. Even when I eat out, I apply the same logic. It's not a diet, it's a strategy. And the best part, it's not about restriction, it's about control. That one rule gave me back power over my meals and over my mood. Even with the best plan, there are traps. I fell into them more than once. Trap number 1, natural sugar is better. I drank fruit juice thinking it was healthy. It spiked my blood sugar worse than soda. Trap number 2, zero sugar products. They don't have sugar, but they still trigger cravings and often contain artificial sweeteners that mess with your gut. Trap number 3, I'll just cut back a little. That worked for about 3 days, until I binged harder than before. For me, cold turkey was simpler. Trap number 4, not reading labels. Sugar hides in ketchup, salad dressings, even bread. Look for ingredients like maltodextrin, glucose syrup, evaporated cane juice. Trap number 5, going it alone. The first time I tried to quit sugar, I told no one. The second time, I told my partner, and suddenly I had accountability. Awareness is everything. Don't beat yourself up if you mess up. Just spot the trap and sidestep it next time. That's how progress is built. I made it to 21 days, and here's what changed. I woke up easier in the morning. I stopped crashing mid-afternoon. I didn't obsess over sweets anymore. My skin looked clearer, my sleep was deeper and longer. My focus improved. I actually finished tasks. My mood was steadier. But most importantly, I felt free. Sugar no longer controlled my decisions. It no longer hijacked my brain. I could walk past donuts and feel nothing. This wasn't a crash diet. I didn't starve myself. I didn't buy any special detox kits. I just followed a few smart steps. I made sugar less accessible, I added real food, I ate with intention, and I changed my story. You don't need to be perfect, you just need to start. If I can quit sugar, someone who lived off cookies, coffee, and cereal, so can you. Your future self will thank you. And summer is coming. Start now. If you enjoyed this video, please hit like and subscribe.